a Japanese salaryman finishes unexpected weekend work. He's exhausted and ready to go home. But his boss says, "Good job today. Let's grab a drink." In the US, this is simple. If you're tired, you say no thanks and you leave. No tension, no consequences. In Japan, it's different. This man doesn't want to go, but he still can't say no. Not because he's scared of his boss, but because refusing might quietly damage the atmosphere at work. Just a small shift, but enough to control his decision. Hi, I'm a Japanese person who spent 22 years abroad. Today I want to explain why in Japan a simple no can feel impossible. A shift in meaning. For the older generation, drinking together was a reward, a way to relax, a way to bond. For younger workers, it feels different. It's not a reward. It's another form of work. It steals their time and drains their energy. Both generations use the same ritual, but they live in different meanings. And because Japan rarely talks about personal boundaries, these meanings collide silently. The boundary gap. In many Western cultures, no is normal. You decline. The other person accepts it. The relationship stays the same. Japan works differently. A refusal isn't just a choice. It's often interpreted as distance, as breaking harmony, as rejecting the group itself. The word no becomes heavy, not because the speaker means rejection, but because the listener cannot separate refusal from being refused. So people avoid saying it, not because they lack preferences, but because the social OS offers no safe way to express a boundary without being seen as rejecting someone. The power of atmosphere. The pressure doesn't come only from the boss. The worker imagines the consequences in advance. He pictures the awkwardness, the subtle tension, the shift in tone the next morning. He predicts the atmosphere, and that prediction controls him. Not the rule, not the person, the atmosphere. In Japan, the atmosphere is stronger than personal choice. People protect it even when it hurts them, because losing harmony feels more dangerous than losing themselves. Self-imposed constraint. This is why many Japanese workers say yes when they don't mean it. The constraint is internal. They imagine the trouble a refusal might cause, the discomfort it could create, the subtle shift in how they'll be treated. They rehearse the consequences long before anything happens. The imagined atmosphere feels more real than their own intention. So they choose compliance not because they agree, but because the OS offers no safe alternative. The fear of disturbing the atmosphere becomes stronger than their own needs. And over time, this becomes identity. Not a choice, but a reflex. In this system, intention is optional. Harmony is mandatory. And the cost is subtle, the slow erosion of self, paid in small invisible pieces, every time you say yes when your mind is quietly saying no. Conclusion. So why can't Japanese people say no? Because they live in a society where boundaries are thin, where refusal is misunderstood, where harmony outweighs personal choice. This isn't a personal flaw, it's a structural design. If Japan wants healthier workplaces, the solution isn't be more assertive. The OS itself needs space for boundaries. A society where no is allowed, where relationships don't depend on constant emotional alignment, where the atmosphere is not a silent form of control. Until that shift happens, many people will keep saying yes when they don't mean it. Not because they want to, but because the OS gives them no other option. On this channel, we keep debugging Japan's OS one layer at a time. If you want the solution manual, you'll find it in the shop link. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.